Hello, I'm Mahana, your catalyst for transformation. So, how to stop sabotaging your growth? Whoa. Well, guess what? You have the answer within you. You actually have the answer within you of how to stop sabotaging yourself from your own personal growth. And what we are here to do is to help just remind you of this. So if you can just imagine, you can let yourself open your heart, open your mind a bit, and become a little bit curious. Okay. And say, and can the first step of how to stop sabotaging yourself is recognize it. Can you recognize when you are sabotaging yourself? And even if it's after the fact, a situation might happen. That let's say you have an action, you react in a certain way that you don't want to react to, that then is not kind to yourself. You're not taking very good care of yourself. You're actually being kind of mean. Could be a bully, could be uh, yeah, hurtful even to yourself. The moment you can recognize it, you can do something about it. And what a gift that is, because the way the universe works is there's this law of polarity. Whenever there's one way, there's always an immediate opposite, exact opposite way that actually is being created. And the gift is you get to discover what that is, and that's actually what the gift of any kind of yucky experience that we go through allows us to eventually then fully live into the exact opposite of that. And what a gift you can give yourself. You can give yourself this gift. So even self-sabotaging stuff could actually be a bit of help for you. Believe it or not, it actually can be. As difficult as that kind of seems at the moment, definitely. You can, in time, if you can, the key comes in here too. First, recognize when you are self sabotaging yourself. Can you admit it? Can you stop and pause and admit it? And like, wow, dang, I just really sabotaged myself, or I keep sabotaging myself with this thing. But many times we'll get stuck up here in the brain, in the mind, in the thinking, in the logical parts of us, and just say, well, that's just how it is. It just is what it is, or that's just how it is, or that's just how I am. Parts of you thinking you just can't change, you can't be in a new way, you can't allow yourself to free yourself, any of those things. Those are just surviving coping skills of the parts of us, our individual, separate human parts of us, a bit separate from our spiritual parts of us or our full essence. Oh, very powerful parts of us. Yes. Those aspects that really are resistant to change. It doesn't like change. That part of you might not like any kind of change. It might be too afraid of change. And that's where fear can overlap and create this gap. And then actually, literally, can trigger aspects within you of your nervous system, triggering your fight flight, your sympathetic nervous system that is here to help you survive. So it is purposeful. It is actually here to help you survive. And yet, you do not need to whew, uh, react in that way that you did before, because you are actually more powerful than any of the mechanisms that are automatically reacting within you based on, and what these are based on are the programs, the beliefs that you embodied, especially your first 7 years, definitely your younger years, all of those, but especially those first 7 years. Yeah, yeah. And this is how we are designed. Those first 7 years were crucial for us because it allowed us to realize, okay, how do we survive? How do we survive in this world? How do we live in this world? How can we be a human and be a part of our community, a part of our family? All of those pieces. We create our identity of what we believe our identity is of who we are or what we're not in all of those pieces. And many of us have had very limited, contracted, uh, fearful based surviving beliefs that we embody. And the gift is we live in the Aquarian age. Yes, we do. Yes, you do. And you can change these. So, what a gift. So, even listening to this talk is actually super huge, because the fact that you can actually be curious about what I can do to help myself stop from self sabotaging myself is a gift you're given to yourself. Love that you're given to yourself, which is really beautiful. It is so beautiful. It really is. Ooh. And the gift is, are you open to grow? Are you open to be in a new way? Are you uh, ready to overcome any fears or blocks or limitations that are preventing you from treating yourself from your pure love? Yeah, of who you are, allowing yourself to actually love you at the highest level that you would love like a family member or your child or someone who you do truly, truly, deeply love. Are you able to bring it back to yourself, to all parts of you? And that's the biggest work that we are doing right now. And I'm included in that too. I'm doing this work with myself too, just alongside each one of you, because I am human too, just like each one of you. Yes, yes, yes. So, I know even for myself personally, if I've ever self sabotaged myself, a lot of it was completely out of protection. And because it was just how I was. Like I would call like my masculine side, or I'd call it my Jack side. My dad's name was Jack. So I'd be like, oh, this is my Jack side of me. And, I'd be like, what the heck is that showing up? Where I could be really sharp, or I would, really cut somebody off. I would over talk. With people, or even cut them off while they're talking. And I didn't even know I was doing that, which is really interesting. And it was a bit of form of self-sabotage for myself, because I wasn't allowing myself to hold sacred space for somebody, to just be the love of who I am, to listen very intently and connect. I was actually self-sabotaging my full true aspect of myself by having these ways of how I would communicate with others. And it was just based on what I learned when I was younger, especially with my brother. I kind of felt like I had to be competitive with him and had to, overtalk him and cut him off just to hold my ground. So I thought that's how you're supposed to talk to men, especially men, guys. Yeah. Woo. And actually, the last guy I dated helped me recognize that that's probably not a good idea to do. And I was really grateful that he actually let me know about that, because I didn't even know I was doing it. It was all subconscious. It was automatically being done. And I wasn't even aware that I was even doing that. So you might even be doing some self sabotaging things to yourself that you might not even be aware of. And other people might have to tell you. And that's okay. That's all included in this. Yay. Isn't that awesome? So what we recommend for you, if this is helpful for you, and it's been helpful for me and the clients and students that I have for their growth journey, is allow yourself to recognize it, admit it, stop. Give yourself some reflection time. You can do some journaling time, or if you have a very close friend that you can share this with, or a loved one that you can share how you feel about this, because sometimes bouncing off ideas of somebody that can hold sacred space for you can be hugely helpful for you, right? Because what you get to do is what we recommend is to connect back to your heart again. Get out of here and go down here. Just 18 inches right here, right into your heart. Okay. You can even close your eyes. Connect in. This is where your knowingness is. You have a knowingness within you. You have a knowingness of your truth, a knowingness of accessing to your love. Yes. And to be able to expand. And that's what growing is all about, is expanding. And we are meant to expand here. We are meant to grow here. Yes, yes, you are. It actually is really, really fun when you can, especially when it allows you to access more of the true love of who you are. Yes, 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 yes. So once you can actually identify, okay, instead of the way I would act like that or treat that, how would I rather be? Let yourself just begin to imagine, if I could, how could that be? What would help me feel better? Responding in a new way and letting go of any self-sabotaging stuff. Or maybe some people are stuck, let's say they keep drinking Coca-Cola or something, or like a pop or a soda pop. People call soda pop. But let's say you have a drink that you don't want to do, but you keep doing it. And it's a bit of self-sabotage, especially if you have maybe having some sugar issues or some health issues, and you're wondering, why am I drinking this really acidic drink that has a lot of sugar in it? Yeah, perfect. The gift is catch it, recognize it, admit it, stop, pause. You can even come into, how is this actually serving me? Like, what is it bringing me of why I actually really like it? And it might be like, man, because it just tastes so good, or it brings me energy. Find out what it is that it's actually providing for you, because there's a reason why you're doing it. And even the self-sabotage stuff, it could just be an aspect of you protecting yourself in some survival way. So there is a reason. You can bring in that reason, because you have the answers within you, and it's in your heart. Connect to your heart, get to your knowingness, and just to see what you can find out what that is. And then the gift comes in is you can in a very practical way, consciously. Yes, you can, find ways to reset yourself, change those programs at the subconscious level. And then what I love to offer is that I am actually a PSYCH-K instructor. There's 30 of us across the world that teach this beautiful, powerful tool that actually can have you reprogram that literally within minutes, which is really amazing. And then I'm also creating some new online material called Find Your Sacred Way that's starting in August that allows you to really connect to your sacred centers within you, activate the I am presence within you, really connecting with your higher self, your true essence, your love, so that you can more easily stop self-sabotaging yourself, because you can easily connect to the love of who you are. The moment you're able to connect to the love of who you are, you will then be able to do loving things for yourself, like stop the pop or the drinking or whatever you're going to do, and replace it, hey, with some really beautiful, healthy water or maybe a nice tea that could be helpful for you. Begin replacing it with something that is healthy or something that you actually will feel better with. And then let yourself celebrate, let yourself reward yourself. Say, yeah, I actually have been doing it and I'm actually feeling better. Like I'm actually loving myself even more. And literally taking the action steps that shows that this is really the true love that I am allowing myself to do. And you can do that. Yes, 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 yes. So there are lots of ways for you to be able to make these changes. It's really great when you can actually make the changes at the subconscious level of the mind, because then you'll have the long lasting change. So that's why PSYCH-K is such a precious, powerful way that helps us be able to do that. And you can check my links below. I am offering online and in-person workshops. And yeah, or even just a private session, or even just a taste of PSYCH-K, maybe just a beginning step for you. And that's a key piece too, is are you really ready for the changes? Because it's one thing to admit it or complain about it or not like it, but then you just stay stuck or you're just not willing to do anything about it. Well, we can't really help you there. And you really can't help yourself there either. No, not at all. You'll still be stuck. But at some point, you're really going to get sick of it. Yes, you will. And that's the gift of life, because things get really, really, really crappy. It's wonderful. It's actually the act of your love that actually says, you know what, something has to change. I have got to do something different, or I have to be I need and I want my life to be in a better way, a new way. Yeah, maybe more flow, more of love, more of abundance, more of just feeling good. My body feels good. I have better relationships with people, with money, with nature, with life, with my own self. All these pieces are so huge. Yes, yes, yes. And what we offer for you is get yourself a nice, beautiful spiritual tool like PSYCH-K, or Find Your Sacred Way when you want to really, really, really dive in with yourself. Great. And then you will be like so thankful forever. That's for sure. I know I am. And all those that have come along too on this journey, because we are all here for each other. We really are. And it gets lighter when we all can kind of connect together and support each other, help assist each other, so that in time, the whole idea of self-sabotaging yourself will just become like imaginary, like another life you used to have, or just so far away, you're like, you can't even imagine you used to actually treat yourself that way in any way. Because you actually are love in the highest level that's choosing to experience here as a human. And the more you get reconnected with the true essence and love of who you are, the better your life will be. And that is the way it is. You have a wonderful day, and until we connect again. Aho.